Hello everyone. Good morning to all of you. Dear students, as we know in the starting of English, whenever we start any topic, the first word that stands with any problem is subject. Many times we feel how to find out subjects and how to find out objects and what is the next thing that it should contain there and what we call that also. So generally when we start any sentences, first thing comes in our mind what means a proper sentence and how many kinds of a sentences simply a sentence have. Okay, so let's start now. The topic that I'm going to tell you today, the topic name is subject and predicate. No need to be worried about this chapter. It's predicate means somebody, it's called predicate also. Huh? So that is another thing. What this contains and what this contains you have to keep in your mind. Subject generally contains only what? Noun, pronoun. Okay, noun may be with the name of different things, like sometimes infinitive works like that, sometimes gerund, huh? Sometimes primary verb. Okay, sometimes adjective in form of what? Adjective in form of noun. So generally we find these things as noun. Okay, next here is pronoun. So generally pronoun what? In pronoun three parts, especially personal pronoun, B possessive adjective, C simply these two are the specific subject that can place here. These two are only. If something more that we can, then it might be the additional figure of, because pronoun is in the part of subject, object, possessive adjective, possessive pronoun and reflexive or emphatic. So possessive adjective, okay, and sometimes I told you sometimes here with conditions, maybe objects, maybe emphatic pronoun, they can stand there with some conditions. I'm not saying perfectly they can be the subjects, with some conditions they can be subject. I will tell you how. Next, this side I'm going to find out predicate. Okay, so first thing that you should know, what is predicate, right? So starting to this point, predicate और predicate, मैं दोनों ही चीजें बता रहा हूं, predicate और predicate. Generally you will be listening to the students and to whole they all call predicate, huh? So keep in your mind. Now I'm going to tell about that predicate. Okay, so this forms the parts of simply object by complement. What is this object by complement? Keep in your mind, object comes with two form, D1 and D2. Complement, now I am talking about this complement only. Keep this thing, complement. complement को हिंदी में हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? संपूरक, जो हिंदी सेंटेंसेस को पूरा करे. Maybe it stands with adverbals, maybe punctuations, C conditional facts. Sometimes some conditional facts also stands in the place of complement. Okay, D1 and D2 means what? D1 means direct object. D2 means indirect object, right? So direct object tells about any noun, means anything. Indirect object that tells about only person, that tells about only person, and if you are going to know about then personal pronoun. See, I will tell you everything continuously. If you go to understand, I will tell you everything. Just keep these things in your mind. Suppose, first let me clear this one, then I will go to tell you simply what the points are there that we have to discuss today. Okay. The general fact that stands today, general facts. First, how to find subject. Then I will tell you how to find object. Okay. And both starts with action. Okay, bacha? What? Action. If you are finding any sentences, go and make a question with the sentence. What? Question should be who. Hidden action will be did, or the form of do. Form of do. Form of do in the sense what? Suppose I called you. So this is verb called, what? Who did. It means कि किसने बुलाया या कौन बुलाया, किसने किया ऐसा. So simply the answer will you find what? Answer will be I called you. So this I will be in form of subject. Okay, it will be in form of subject. Next, if I am going to find out about objects, so suppose action, making questions. So here will be two questions, clarifying to whom and clarifying to what. If you ask a questions to whom, it will represent you what? It will represent you D2. If you ask the questions what, it will represent you D1. Why? Because whom represents person or personal pronoun. What represents what? Noun oblique thing. So generally you have to keep these things in your mind, right? So now through an example, I want to describe first subject and object. Then I will go to tell you what the subject and predicate are there. Okay, let's see now. Starting to this. See, suppose I have written a sentence. I offered him a glass of water. A glass of water, right? First, if I want to make the sentences into different part, first we have to choose action. What is action? Action is here what? Offered, right? So I offered whom? Whom I offered, bacha? The answer you will give what? Him. Him is a person, right? Okay. Him is a person. That is why it is what? It is D2. What? What I offered? What I offered? A glass of water. A glass of water. So this glass of water is what? This glass of water means D1, means direct object or indirect object. You understood? Action. Who? The answer what you get? Answer D you get I. So I is means what? I, it means subject. I hope so now you have understood about subject and object, right? It's very easy. Pay your proper attention, then it will be fine. Very easily you can find out these things. Understood? Next thing. Now I am going to tell you about subject and predicate or predicate. Time to time I am repeating the different pronunciation that you make. No issues, what you like. You can do. Both are being used this time by the people. And if you listen to all, especially, so people want to be very specific and very modernized today's, these days especially. So they tell predicate. Keep in your mind. Now I am going to tell you subject and predicate. Right, bacha? So subject plus predicate, it means subject is alone. Remember, plus helping verb plus object by complement. This whole makes two part only. Remember this thing. In predicate, what you find? In predicate, you find helping verb plus object by complement. Verb in any form, helping verb in any form, right? Subject, that is only alone, and this whole part is known as predicate. Remember, suppose a sentence is there, I have a pen. So this is only subject, and this part is what? This part is called predicate, right? But you have to pay your attention during the sentences. What the form of thing we understand there, what we call subject and what we call predicate, because it depends on the usage of sentences, bacha, right? So just you keep this in your mind. This figure should be in your mind. What is subject and what is predicate. Thereafter I will tell you everything. Okay. So starting to this point, let me clear you, right? So first see this for few seconds so that it should be in your mind. Okay. And then and there we will continue to the topic. Look, bacha, if I want to tell you something more about this. So how many sentences are? Sentences, simple, or kinds of sentence, if you can understand. So I start with two kinds. Don't think sentences are of many kinds. Assertive, somebody, interrogative, imperative, right? After that, exclamatory. Even we have known a part of that operative sentence. We know that is not a part of today. But these two, what I have written, the form of adverbials or the form of inversions. अब ये क्या होता है भाई? Adverbials और inversions क्या होते हैं? You will get this problem. Adverbials क्या होता है? Inversions क्या होता है? ये मैंने छोटी सी खोज निकाली. मुझे लगा कि अगर आप लोगों को ऐसे फैक्ट से बताया जाए तो ज्यादा समझ में आता है. That is why I have used this form. Okay, adverbials and inversions. Let me start. This is subject, right? And subject starts with two forms. Sometimes helping verb comes this side and sometimes helping verb comes this side, right? So if helping verb is this side, the form will be called inversion. If helping verb is this side, this form will be known as adverbials, right? Keep in your mind. This is adverbial and this is inversion. Okay? Now I am telling you the types of sentences. First you should keep this thing in your mind. Right now, what I said, see simply. What I said there and what is written. The form is already written there. Inversion and adverbials. Right, bacha? So now after this, this form I will continue. To the top of the sentences I will continue. Maybe this video will be of a little longer. No problem in there. So I said subject and this side I said adverbials. This side I said inversions. Right? Inversions. This side I said adverbials. So inversion comes with interrogative sentences first, and second it comes with sometimes exclamatory. Right? Adverbials stems with all assertive sentences. B, imperative. क्या कह सकते हैं हम लोग कि imperative adverbial का पार्ट है? तो नहीं, यहां पर कुछ कंडीशंस हो सकते हैं. अब एक फॉर्म बच गया, तो वो है imperative. So imperative sentence यानी it will be formed as the featured sentences. Okay, this is called the featured sentences. Right? This is called featured sentences. Okay, bacha? So look now, I'm going to make you understand about all these things. First I will start with assertive, then I will go with imperative, then with interrogative and exclamatory. Okay, now after that your sentences, your questions will be start means finish, and you will be able to find out subject and predicate. Okay, carefully. Assertive sentences is very easy to understand. Assertive sentences, it stands always with subject plus helping verb, plus verb plus object by complement, right? See simply, what is there kept? It is subject plus helping verb plus object by complement. So this subject and this predicate, right? Not is also there. So suppose I am writing I am a boy, right? You can easily find this is subject and this is predicate. You are not playing well. So this is subject and this is what? This is predicate. So in assertive sentences it's very easy to find out. Now what the problem we find there? Next, we always find a problem in especially imperative sentences. Look bacha, what is the fact of imperative sentence? If you know, it's okay. Don't know, then I'm going to tell you. This is imperative sentence. Okay, so generally it starts with verb and object by complement. Now you will find out one problem. Sir, the structure is very common. The structure is very common. What is the structure? Verb plus object by complement. Look at this बच्चा, verb plus object by complement. You know, जैसे आप लोग मैथ पढ़ते हो ना, 6 लिखा हुआ है तो जनरली जानते हैं इसके पीछे 1 छुपा हुआ है, इसके पीछे प्लस छुपा हुआ है. तो फॉर ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड वन थिंग. व्हाट वन थिंग यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड बच्चा? कि सर एनी वर्ब इज देयर, सपोज कुछ भी वर्ब हो, राइट? सो इस वर्ब के पहले एक चीज हमेशा छुपा रहता है, एक चीज हमेशा हिडन होता है. व्हाट? दैट हिडन पॉइंट इज यू. Okay, so verb always stands with a hidden subject, that is you. Keep this in your mind. So if anybody asks you by giving an imperative sentences, tell me what is the subject there and what is the predicate there. Okay, so generally the sentences that they will give you, suppose I am telling you a very ordering sentence, go there, they will tell you what is subject here. So you know bacha, this whole part is called predicate. Subject means what? Subject is here hidden. What is subject? You. So keep this in your mind. Imperative sentence, whole imperative part is called what? Predicate. Okay, and the subject part is called only you. So you is here the subject and nothing else that you can find out there, right? Suppose one more thing that I'm asking there. Okay, sir, yes, you will tell me. Next to this, don't disturb me. So what is subject here? Now you will call, sir, before disturb there is another word. What is? Don't. You know, don't is also kind of verb. अगर don't verb नहीं होता तो इसका फॉर्म चेंज हो गया होता. आपको पता होना चाहिए verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, verb 4 and verb 5. You know, इनके एक स्टार्टिंग चीजें हैं. If in sentences verb 2 has come, after this what we can use, you know, only verb 1. If here is verb 3, after this what we can, you know, verb 1 only. Why? It is told. अच्छा, आप लोगों को एक मैं हिंदी में मजाक से पूछता हूँ, कोई इंसान 55 साल की उम्र में मरा, लोग बोलते हैं कि इनकी कहीं फिर से पुनर्जन्म होगी, क्या वो 55 साल की उम्र में ही जन्म लेगा? Obviously not. What they can start with a new age, new born baby. So you can understand bacha, if that has been used somewhere, again if it will, suppose it has been used means it has died. Next, if it will come with another point, so it will what? It will start with before? No, it will start with V1. Keep in your mind always. So this is verb form. Now this is using as verb 1. See? So this is also verb, and before this what is hidden? You. So subject is you and this whole part is what? This whole part is called predicate. Keep this in your mind. Now anybody will ask you, tell me a sentence where subject and also predicate contains the same thing. You know, I'm telling you, thank you. You know bacha, thank is a verb. Before this what is hidden? You. It is a hidden point. Now you will say, sir, you thank you how? How is this possible? So simply this is called hidden, and this is understood. This is understood. How is it understood? I'm using, I'm telling, so it is understood. Keep it? Yes. Now, next point. So next is what? Interrogative sentences. So whenever you stand with interrogative sentences, generally we stand what? Helping verb plus subject plus verb plus object by complement. Right? So generally students here, otherwise one thing more comes. What? WH word. So this part is called what? Inversion. And this part is called what? Adverbals. Right? So what generally students do, listen, suppose there is written, how do you play chess? Suppose this is question. So now students, if anybody asks you what is subject, तो वो तो यहाँ subject कर देते हैं. When they have been asked what is predicate, तो क्या करते हैं मालूम है? इसको और इसको दोनों को अंडरलाइन करते हैं, ऐसे टोपी पहनाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये predicate है. ऐसे नहीं करना, ऐसे हम नहीं कर सकते हैं. क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं? You is only the part of subject and the predicate part is always adverbals, not inversion, right? So only inversion will be the part of, adverbal will be the part of predicate. Yani you will be in the form of subject and play chess will be in the form of predicate. Okay, keep this in your mind. In next sentence is what? Next sentence is there. I'm going to tell you, and that is the last one also. After that, I will tell you about some word and that you can understand there. So next one is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences. But look, what in this sentence? There is two form of exclamatory. One, two. One stands with what, another one stands with how. This is called the form of adjective. This is called the form of adverb. So generally you understand, adjective means noun and pronoun will be explained, and how it will tell about verb, adverb that stands with inversions. Adverbs both are the part of inversion. Okay, look at now. Suppose I am giving example of adjective exclamatory. What a nice pen you have. Right? This is exclamatory sentence because it starts with what यहाँ पर हमने क्यों लगाया? Why? Because I am talking about pen. ध्यान रखना, यहाँ पर noun है इसलिए यहाँ पर what आया. Next, पहले इसको क्लियर करते हैं. What a nice pen you have. तो generally subject is what? You. Subject is you. I am relating to this one. Subject is what? You. अब यहाँ पर predicate, तो predicate कैसे करेंगे हम लोग? या तो you subject है, अगर हम इसका predicate ढूंढते हैं तो इसके predicate में simply हम लोग कर देंगे क्या? Have a nice pen. Right? Generally remember this, what or how changes into very. So the sentences completely will be, you have a very nice pen. It means here you can write also very nice pen. यानी predicate part will be like this. हाँ, आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते. बहुत सारे बच्चे यहाँ क्या करते हैं मैं आपको बताता हूँ. बच्चे ऐसा इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि हम लोग कभी कभी यूज कर लेते हैं उन चीजों को, तो हम इन लोग को ध्यान रखना होगा. What a nice pen you have. अब जनरली हम अपने बच्चों को क्या कह देते हैं कभी कभी कि सब्जेक्ट मिल जाए उसके बाद जो बच जाए प्रेडिसेट. तो सब्जेक्ट बच्चों ने ढूंढ लिया इसको, राइट? अब प्रेडिसेट क्या करेगा? इसको भी अंडरलाइन कर दिया और इसको भी अंडरलाइन कर दिया और कहा कि ये भी प्रेडिसेट है और ये भी प्रेडिसेट है. हाउ इट कुड बी पॉसिबल? नहीं, यू हैव टू मेक द राइट फॉर्म ऑफ दैट. Okay, so how? You will be subject and subject will be, I'm writing this complete sentence in affirmative case. You have a very nice pen. Now subject is this and this part is called what? This part is called predicate. Understood? And the last form of how is left there. I'm telling, then this chapter will be completed. Hope so you are enjoying and you have understood that also. Let's see now about how I'm going to tell you. How nice she sings, right? Sentences. Suppose there is an example. I'm talking about any example. How nice she sings. So generally subject we have find. What is there? She. Now subject now we have found. So what we will do this of? She sings very nice. This part is called what? This part is called predicate. Right, bacha? So generally exclamatory sentences is to be changed into in the form of assertive sentences. Okay, generally do these things, and thereafter you can find out the sentences. And sentences, if you are able to find out sentences, so mostly you will be finding proper case of what? Proper case of subject and predicate. Generally in the books it had been shown the sentences into two parts, subject, and whatever left is called predicate. So don't follow out that thing, bacha. Okay, understand there what the thing will stand. Keep it in your mind and it will be helping you more and more. After this, if you find any kind of problem, you can write out in the comment box. We will be watching your comments and giving your whole kind of answers. Whatever will be disturbing you, I'm always there 24 hours for you help and for everything. Hope so you have enjoyed this chapter, and I'm thanking you for watching this. Keep like and share to your friends so that it will give us more energy to make something for you, to do something more and more for you. Hope so in the coming video, in the next video, it will be in the proper series, and that will be liking you, so that your grammar will be strong, and by step to step you will feel very strong in your English grammar. Hope you all are enjoying your days. Thank you very much. See you soon.